Okay, good evening, folks. This is Bill, K8OB here, and wanted to do a little small video here on workaround for ALC overshoot or ALC spike for those that run amplifiers and have that ALC spike, ALC overshoot, and can drive your amplifier into safe mode. Or if your amplifier even has that. I have an Icom 1000, and that's what tends to happen. And it's a good thing that the Icom does have a safe mode that it will go into. However, some radios may not. So what I did, this is a simple workaround for the ALC overshoot. What I did is I got this little conduit box, little electrical box from Home Depot, and this here is a potentiometer with the knob. I have it set from low. You can go to high, which would be the full 9 volts. There's a 9-volt battery down in here. 9-volt battery connects to the potentiometer here. There's also a RCA style connector that will plug into the back of your ALC on your Icom 7300. However, the negative is on the center pin connector and the positive goes to the outer shield, which some radios might be different. But I have the Icom 7300, so the center pin is negative, the outer shield is positive. So keep that in mind. This is a potentiometer, so you can dial in the voltage. You can have it at a minimal, which usually that's all you need. And I even put a couple markings here, low and high. That would be the high point, which would be the full 9 volts. Low point here, I think it takes it down to 4 volts, which really that's all you need. It's just a very small voltage that you need to go to the back of the ALC in your Icom 7300 or whatever type of radio that you're running that has an ALC plug-in. My Icom amplifier does not have a separate ALC plug-in, which some do, some don't, depending on the brand of amplifier that you have. My Icom 1000 does not. And this is a simple workaround without opening up the Icom 7300 radio. It's a simple workaround remedy situations. You connect a 9-volt battery to the potentiometer, and also with a the RCA style connector here, and you run as you can see here. Here's the RCA going to the number 1 here. I'm trying to get a better visual here. And with the RCA goes to the number 1 connector here with the positive from the 9-volt battery, and then the negative goes to the far end, and then there is a center conductor from the RCA jack that you have to split when you cut the RCA jack open, because obviously it's like a piece of coax. So there's a center conductor and there's an outer shield. So the center conductor goes to the middle point here, and you have to connect the outer shield to the first point here along with the positive, and then the center conductor goes to the middle, and then you have the negative that goes to the far end one here on the potentiometer. And then all you got to do is pretty much keep it on low power, and it'll only, I measured this with a multimeter, it only put out about 3 to 4 volts, and that's all you need. And right here I have the 9-volt battery, got the Energizer Max in there. That's all the power that you need. Or you could, I've seen some folks use 3 AA or AAA batteries. You don't need much voltage at all. Just, it's got to be DC voltage, and you don't need very much at all, like 2 to 4 volts. And like, once again, it's a negative to the center conductor, positive to the outer shield. At least for the Icom 7300, it might vary on different brands of radio. Maybe the yaesue might be different. I don't know. You'd have to do some more research. But this is a simple workaround to stop the ALC spike that can occur and can damage your amplifier. And you don't want that. You can transmit sometimes on 10 watts, and there's occasional, and it's not all the time, but it's an occasional spike that'll send it up over like 100 watts or even more. And it's just a small millisecond spike, and it'll send your amplifier into safe mode if your amplifier is capable of doing that. If not, then you can potentially damage your amplifier. So this is a quick, easy, simple, inexpensive fix for ALC overshoot. In at least in the Icom 7300, and I'm sure in a bunch of other radios. I bought this potentiometer kit here from Amazon, and it's got a bunch of different potentiometers in here, and it shows you here all the different the ohmage of all the different potentiometer pots. Same type of stuff that you use in guitars and whatnot for volume pots and knobs and whatnot. The one they recommend here is this 500 ohm here. You can use a larger one, but you might have to slap a resistor across the top. But right there is the potentiometer with the 3 connectors on there. I soldered mine on, and then you just kind of drill a hole and thread it up through there and nut it down, and then put the knob on the top. And so far, so good. Works rather well. Have not had any ALC overshoot since the modification. I don't even want to call it modification, but just the workaround, the plug-in to the back of the ALC of the Icom 7300. So there you go, folks. Simple, cheap workaround, and protect your amplifier. You don't want to have that ALC overshoot constantly sending your amplifier into the safe mode, and with driving it with too much wattage, because that's what it'll do if your amplifier is even capable of going into a safe mode. So quick, simple, easy workaround. So there you have it. K8OB, good luck. Talk to you next time.